Keeping up with our motto, let learning be joy and teaching a pleasure. Here we are with remote teaching and learning process to bridge the gap. Happy learning, students. Here Mrs. Sonal Shah Doshi from Thakur Vidya Mandir High School and Junior College teaching you all geography today for grade 8, chapter 4, structure of ocean floor. Here is part 2. Let's recall what we have learned. We have seen that Earth is divided into two major portions. The proportion of water and land is uneven on the Earth. Around 71% of the surface is covered by water known as hydrosphere, and 29% covered by land which is known as lithosphere. Do you know, student, there is land below the ocean too, and even if the water has the same level, the land submerged is not even. So what do you mean by the relief of the ocean floor? We have learned that land submerged below the oceanic water is called the ocean floor. The average depth of the oceans is around 3,700 meters. But the ocean bed is uneven like the land on the continents. The ocean floor relief consists of all the submerged landforms, and the structure of ocean floor differs from ocean to ocean. Let us see parts of the ocean floor. We can see there are different parts known as continental slope, continental rise, abyssal plain, continental shelf, continental slope, oceanic trench, magma, etc. We have learned that in previous chapter. Just we have to revise. What do you mean by continental shelf? So the land near the coast and submerged under the sea is called continental shelf. This is the shallowest part of the ocean bed, and it is also called submerged coastline. Its slope is gentle, and the extent of continental shelf is not uniform everywhere. What do you mean by continental slope? Let us see what do you mean by continental slope. After the extent of continental shelf is over, you can see in the image that the slope of the seabed becomes steeper. This is called continental slope. The depth of the slope is from 200 meters to 3600 meters, and in some places it may be more. This slope is narrow, and the lower boundary of the continental slope is considered to be the boundary of the continents. We have also seen abyssal plains. What do you mean by abyssal plains? Now, abyssal plains. So beyond the continental slope lies the abyssal plains, which are the flat part of the seabed. The abyssal plains consist of various submerged landforms like hills, plateaus, etc. Mountain ranges and plateaus. What are mountain ranges? So, the hills and mountains found on the ocean bed are called submerged hills and mountains, as you can see in this picture. These hills are hundreds of kilometers wide and thousands of kilometers long. The peaks of some of the submerged hills come above the sea. They are visible to us as marine islands. The summits of marine islands are flat and extensive, and they are called submarine plateaus, as you can see in the second picture. What are the trenches? Let us see what are the trenches. On the seabed or on the ocean bed, there are some landforms which are deep, narrow and steep. They are called marine dips and trenches. Generally, the shallower ones are called marine dips, and the deeper ones are called trenches. So what is the difference between marine trench and marine dip? Marine dip are the shallower and marine dips are the Marine trenches are the deeper one. Today we have to learn marine deposition. What do you mean by marine deposition? The marine beds are the deep part of the world in respective regions. Hence, various deposits are found in these parts. The deposits are as follows: pebbles, clay, soil, etc., brought by rivers, glaciers, etc., from the continents. The depositions mainly occur on the continental shelf, and these are called marine deposits. Lava and ash erupt out of volcanic eruptions is also found here. Fine soil particles are deposited over here. Remains of marine plants and animals are mixed in these deposits. This mixture is made up of fine particles and lies in the form of clay, and these are called marine oozes. To understand the form of marine life in the ocean and the availability of minerals on the ocean bed, these deposits are very important. Sedimentary rocks are found due to depositing of layers over layers of sediments and the pressure of seawater. Now, what are human induced material? This includes sewage, solid waste, radioactive material, waste chemicals, plastics, and this waste prove hazardous to the hydrosphere. These are known as human induced material. It is causing water pollution. So please avoid water pollution. So do this activity when you go to the seashore with your parents or teachers. You can divide the materials coming along with the waves. It can either be natural or artificial or man-made. Natural: plants, conches and shells, and aquatic animals, while artificial materials are chemicals, metals, and plastics. Now, do as per the questions given to you. Do this activity as your assignment. So students, today we have seen the marine deposition, what is marine deposition, and how water pollution is caused. So this is the end of the chapter of ocean structure. Thank you everyone.